So I just saw Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire, and there's one big problem I had with this movie. Even though the movie was awesome, even though the visuals were immaculate, even though the storyline was juicy and filling, let's get into it. What up, family? Welcome to the channel. Today we are discussing the New Empire, and I'm going to give you my point of view and what I felt were some of the big problems that they had in this movie. Because it wasn't perfect. All right, but let's talk about it. Okay, now I'm going to give you this from the vantage point of a person who is a casual enthusiast to this universe. I'm not the one who's done deep research on Godzilla, Kong, any of the Monsterverse characters. I'm one who would be just a casual moviegoer who's going in wanting to enjoy a good film. So this movie checked a lot of boxes for me. This movie checked a lot of boxes for me just as a casual fan of the Monsterverse. You know, as far as Godzilla, as far as King Kong, you know, just everything that they brought to the table, how they introduced all kinds of mythology, how they took the time to take us into certain realms and really show us the type of things they would be talking about in these other shows like Monarch, and how that was, you know, basically the series spin-off of this entire universe. And they really took a deep dive into Hollow Earth. They took a deep dive into a lot of the conspiracy theories. This movie really felt like a love letter to conspiracy theories just because of the stuff they talked about with Hollow Earth. How they addressed certain things about the pyramids, you know, ancient types of civilizations that came. And, you know, one of the big questions, especially with science, was how the pyramids were built. And they kind of showed you without showing you, hey, look, this is, people learn how to manipulate energy in order to make the rocks move, because they said, you know, people couldn't move the rocks, etc. So it was just, anybody who's following my channel know I like the mythology around everything. And, you know, the more history, the better for me. Now, as far as the monsters, Godzilla was OP as I don't know what. Bro handled business like everybody was just terrified of Godzilla. Like Godzilla woke up, everybody's, you know, alarms start going off, everybody's freaking out. Godzilla woke up, what? What's he awake for? What's going on? Who did something? Somebody slap his mama? What happened? That's the respect that he got. All right, now Kong came awake and people were like, what's going on? You know, let's talk to Kong, see what's going on. Not Godzilla. They was like on level 10, like what is happening here? Everyone started freaking out. And I think that was one of the biggest issues that I had with the movie as far as how they treated Kong. So when I say the biggest problem, how they treated Kong. Now, as a casual enthusiast, but somebody who enjoys the Monsterverse, you know, anyone I talk to, when you go to see a film like this and you go to see these monsters, they are supposed to be savage beyond, you know, human type of elements. So they're just naturally destructive beasts. But what they did to Kong is they kind of made him kind of like a human almost. And that's not really what I wanted to see from Kong. I thought that point of the movie was kind of disappointing, to say the least. Like, they gave Kong the robotic arm. Yes, he got damaged from the one creature, Shiro or whatever. They could have wrote that completely differently. Like, the fact that he had to use the mechanical arm, I felt did not add to his power. Like, he's supposed to be, you know, this one of the greatest monsters in this verse, right? So now they've given him a handicap. You know, he went to the human level for a toothache. They've basically toned Kong down into this like wimpy animal. Like, yeah, he still, you know, kicked ass and did his thing, but in reality, he needed this human interference. Godzilla didn't need anything. Godzilla was like, look, I know I need more power for this fight that's coming. I'm gonna go kill another Titan, take that power, and then be more powerful. You see what I'm saying? So you see the difference, how they gave that respect to Godzilla, but not Kong. So that was like the biggest letdown, I think, in the story. Now, not to say it was a bad story, but I mean, I really feel like that could have been handled differently. You know, some people that I saw the movie with said they didn't mind the arm, said it kind of added and was kind of cool. You know, it was more like a cast. But I just, for me, when you go see those movies and experience, you just want to see the natural, raw power. You don't want to see tech from the human side of things. So I think that's kind of where they fumbled at. But, you know, overall, a great experience. You know, I went to see it in XD. If you can see this movie in an upgraded visual style, see it. Whether it's IMAX, XD, Dolby, treat yourself, okay? Just, I mean, it's like love music to your eyes. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a great experience, and you know, the sound, just being immersed in everything, it just really made it all come alive, and I really appreciated that from the film. So I definitely say go check this out, even if you're not a huge fan and you don't know a lot of the backstory. Yes, this did have a little bit to do with Monarch, but they gave you enough other kinds of backstory to where you really didn't need the full intricate levels of details that's been throughout this series in order to enjoy it. A lot of people were in the theater enjoying it. I mean, feel like it was written well. The movie starts off hitting the gas pedal and it does not let up, and I appreciate that. It just kicks you right into gear. You don't have time to settle in. You're not getting relaxed. You're just going straight into the movie, and that's the kind of thing that this type of movie needed, and that's where it thrived. With that said, I want to know what you think, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. All right, so I appreciate you stopping by. I got more reactions, reviews, news on D-Way, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It definitely helps me out, and also you won't miss out on any of the new content I have coming. All right, so I appreciate it. Everybody, until next time, please be safe, and remember, always speak your truth. All right, I'm out.